Joined this evening by Dr. Sonia Najjar, the Director of the Center for Diabetes and Endocrine Research, and we're talking about Step Out, a walk to fight diabetes. It's coming up this Sunday, and this has got to be a very important cause because you were telling me something, 63,000 people in the area have diabetes?
That's correct, 63,000. So more than 12% of our population in Toledo has diabetes, all forms of diabetes, but mostly type 2 diabetes, which is usually linked to obesity. So it is associated with the increase of incidence in obesity in this city.
I think when people know that obesity is a problem, but I think that number really stands out to people, that they'd be surprised on that. Do you think it's a disorder and disease that a lot of people don't really realize is so prevalent?
Oh, it's a very silent disease, and about 50% of our population may be diabetic, and we just don't know it. Many of us are predisposed. They come from families with diabetes. We are not necessarily following healthy lifestyles. We're driving a lot more than walking. We're eating more frequently than our ancestors did. We're eating a lot more than our ancestors did before, and we're eating bad food. All of this has led to the spread of obesity and diabetes, in particular type 2 diabetes.
Okay, which leads us into the work you're doing with research, and which is what all the Step Out is about. We have registration at 9 o'clock. The 5K run starts at 10 o'clock, and at 10:15, the 5K walk and the 1 mile walk start. And all the money will go to the American Diabetes Association. Give me an idea of what kind of research they're doing and the information that they're bringing out these days.
So the ADA supports a lot of things that hopefully will prevent and cure diabetes. They support a lot of research, awareness, advocacy, and educational programs. In terms of research, they do research for type 1 diabetes, for type 2 diabetes, gestational diabetes, also pre-diabetics, to help screen pre-diabetics with the hope that we would prevent the spread of the disease. We are particularly interested in, of course, the leading cause of death of diabetes complications is kidney and cardiovascular diseases.
Okay.
So the ADA works very hard to support research on the mechanisms of the disease and how it will evolve, and with the hope that we can stop its progression.
And that's the ultimate goal, is to try to stop that. I mean, and so maybe 10, 20 years down the line, we're not talking about having to have events like this because people already have a handle on it.
Well, we hope so. Not only to prevent it, and slow down its progression to worse kinds of complications, but also to cure it. It's a disease that has not been cured. We don't have a cure for diabetes yet, and we cannot cure it unless we understand the cause of it.
Right.
The ADA and the National Institutes of Health and other organizations are very much trying to understand the mechanisms, and this is the kind of research they support.
Right.
So we can then develop drugs against the disease, and with the hope to completely blunt it if we can.
All right.
So hopefully the money will go to support these kinds of activities.
Okay, and Step Out again is this Sunday. Walk registrations are still open. You can come out to that walk and register as well. The minimum donation to walk is $20. Dr. Sonia Najjar, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
And that is tonight's Talk Back.